That face. All right. Archangel Michael, please come down and protect me as I give clear and concise readings to the Divine Collective. Jesus Christ and Archangel Raphael, please come down and protect me, or heal me, my channel, my cards, and the Divine Collective from all black magic, curses, spells, hoodoo, voodoo, santeria, and any other forms of black magic or negative or ill wishing. May all forms of black magic or negative or ill wishing be returned to center times 1,000. May every evil eye be blinded in the blood of Jesus Christ, and may the Divine Collective and myself have peace, love, prosperity, good health, wealth, happiness, and protection in our hearts and our homes. In Jesus Christ's almighty name, amen. Okay. So, let's see what we got. 55 on the clock, and I made a 55. How exciting. So, period of significant change, encouraging you to embrace new opportunities and release old patterns while indicating you are on the right path and supported by the universe. Change is coming, embrace it with an open mind and a positive attitude. New opportunities on the horizon, be open. These changes will lead to a more fulfilling future. Let go of old patterns, beliefs, or situations that no longer serve you, making space for positive growth and transformation. Your desires are becoming a reality, so keep focusing on your goals and taking action. Yay! Yay! Hold on. You've cut something out here. You've stopped some sort of pattern. You're giving somebody the silent treatment because they backstabbed you. They caused you heartbreak and pain, separation and loss. They were deceptive and they lied about you or lied to you, and they shockingly attacked you. So you are not... They lost their soul while you were ascending. So you've learned, you've expanded, you've transcended, you're preparing for a union or a new phase. You're living in the moment. You could be taking time with friends, you're having fun, you're happily single. Somebody's replaying events over in their head. They have preconditioned beliefs and outdated thinking. While you are in a positive mindset, manifesting, being grateful, and receiving blessings and abundance. This being is disappointed that this is how you are. Or somebody's left something unspoken here. So you've got beings out here that are disappointed that you're still in a positive mindset, that you're manifesting, that you're very grateful, and you're receiving blessings. You have somebody out here who's interested in you and wants to date you or wants to court you. They're watching you. But they haven't said anything. So there's that. Yeah, you've learned from your past. You put up your boundaries. You've said no. You've drawn the line. Again, this person you're happy. I don't know. It's like you've detached from this being because all they were was a temptation, or they had third parties, or they just want to hook up and date. They don't know how to. They don't know what to do with you. Okay, they only know low vibe shit. And they're still in a low vibe situation. So you have beings out here who want to date you, but they don't know how to treat you. They don't know how to love you. They want to hook up with you. They want to have sex with you, but they don't want to do what it takes to raise to your level and your vibe and your frequency to actually be a proper partner for you. You have a soul connection out here that is thinking about you and looking at your pictures or something. They're watching you. Okay. Somebody wants to come to a middle ground. So on one hand, you have beings out here that just want to seduce you and hook up with you, and then you have they're stalking you. Okay, you got weirdos stalking you. All right. But then you have like this that you've said no to, that you've put up the boundaries, you put up the line. There's no blur in these lines. I mean, I don't feel like, it's like you're not being subtle about it. It's like, I said no. You know what I mean? Like, I fucking said no. Like, you don't hear me? You don't hear me because you're not hearing you're hearing what you want to hear. Or you're just like not getting it. Like, Or they take, because they deal with so many low vibe beings who are like, no, 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 and then they give in, right? No, you're fucking fine. You're happily single. You're living in the moment. You're taking the time with friends, or you're by yourself. You're having fun. You're in a positive mindset. You're fucking Goldie here. These beings stabbed you in the back, and they caused, again, heartbreak, loss, separation. They shockingly attacked you, okay? Now their affection has returned, and they're shocked because you've transformed yourself completely. They're shocked because you don't want to love them. You don't want to give to them. You put up the boundaries and you've said no. You've drawn the line. Like, you drew the line in the sand a long time ago. The betrayal was the closure. The lies were the closure. The defaming and slandering character, the heartbreak, the pain, the shocking attacks, the deception, the lies, the separation and lie, all closure. That was the closure. There's nothing left to be said here. You've cut them out. You've stopped it. Like, you're done with it. You've separated from them. You've stopped the patterns. You're giving them the silent treatment. You've cut them out. They're shocked. They're shocked. They're shocked that you've cut ties, that you've moved on, and that you're receiving what you need. You're progressing and you're moving forward because you've ascended. You've learned from your past, and you did exactly what you're supposed to do. You learned the lesson. Okay? You learned the lesson, you've transcended, and you're preparing for a whole new union and a whole new phase. And this person is withdrawn, single, lonesome, and solitary. Or you were in a period of being by yourself. I mean, if you don't like, you had to go in and learn to love yourself and be by yourself and connect with God and or whoever you hail to, source, right? But you were in a period of being withdrawn, single, lonesome, and I mean, I wouldn't say lonesome because you're never alone when you're alone. And it was probably in the solitary, or it was probably in the solitude where you found your peace, right? And I'm burping. And that's what caused you to ascend, to grow, to learn. And you did exactly what you were supposed to do. You put up your boundaries. You have, right on the bottom, I didn't even see that, self-worth and value. You took the time to heal. You did the shadow work, and you went within. Now you have all this self-love and appreciation. You ain't letting nobody come in to fuck with that. Nobody's coming in to fuck with that. Confirmation with that loud-ass fucking whatever, okay? Yeah, you've definitely cut ties with whoever the hell this is. This being who thinks that they're going to seduce you. Like, you don't have self-control. Like, you don't have... Listen. Listen. It's so disappointing when beings don't get it. Or when they think that you're joking. You know, one of the biggest things I can't stand, and it's been like this for years, is when I say fucking something, I mean it. You know, 7:47 on the clock. When I say something, I mean it. I mean what I say what I mean. And when beings think they can persuade or slip in, like, my heels get dug in. And when these motherfuckers think that, oh, if I just keep agitating her, if I just keep egging her, like, if I just keep bothering her, if I keep, like, trying to change her mind, I'm eventually going to win one day. Like, you don't realize how much we had to go through to get where we're at, to a point where we're not letting anybody fuck with this. And when we see this type of energy, whether it's from the past or it's beings who are being sent towards us by these cults and covens and whatever, we see this and it disgusts us, it repulses us. You're not getting through anything because we have boundaries. We didn't fight and heal and get to where we are today to just give that all up to some demon who has no self-control and is lustful and is on drugs and alcohol and is still playing fucking weird ass games with everybody. No, we're happy, we're joyful. We had to fight through hell to get to this point. No. Somebody thinks you're somebody thinks you're just putting on a face. It's a poker face. They think you're just joshing them. They think you're just fucking with them. They think... Okay. I can't explain it. I can't put it into any other words but no. Right there. No. No, bro. You're a no-go, bro. They're looking at your pictures. They're missing you. They want to cloud your judgment. They want to cloud you with illusions. They're going to say that they were under an illusion. They're going to chase you because they're narcissistic and psycho and they don't get it. Because apparently when you're demon crazy, you just don't get it. No one wants you. And that's the truth. And that's the fucking truth right there. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, their ego. Their ego is telling them, "Oh no, she's just joking. She's just wearing a mask. She still wants me. Da 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 da. I bet you I can get that still. I bet you I can still manipulate that. Man, 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 man." No, you can't. Get your ego death on. Shift your perspective. Shift your 10:23 on the clock. You need to shift. You need to go through a whole ass ego death and realize you're nothing to this being. I don't know who the fuck you are, but you're nothing to this being here. Oh my god, they're so stupid. Yeah, they're doing black magic. They're fucking doing witchcraft, black magic, sending you fucking love spells, whatever. Love me, 'cause I don't love me. Do the damn love spells on yourself so you get some fucking self-love. You stop messing with other people. You have more self-love, you wouldn't be in the position that you're in. Know what I'm saying? They're going to say they want to make amends. That they 11:12 on the clock. They're going to say they want to make amends. That they want a second chance. They want a second chance at trying to end you. They're going to say that they feel like there's some unfinished business, or they want you to feel like there's unfinished business. But they're a fucking snake in the grass. They're an enemy. They're fucking nothing. What's that say? What's that say? Oh my lord. Narcissist. A narcissist is trying to return, pretending to want forgiveness, pretending to apologize, pretending, because they're an addict, because they're fucking codependent on your energy, and once you pulled away from them, being started seeing them for exactly what the fuck they are, a reptilian, demonic piece of shit. They're codependent on your energy, they're obsessed with you, they are possessive of you, they have issues. They could be in Phoenix. You could have been in Phoenix. You've risen like the Phoenix from the situation. The fact is they aren't listening. When you are saying straight out, I don't know you, and I don't want to know you. I don't know how you're shocked. I don't know what your fucking major malfunction is, that there's something here. It's your ego, you're stubborn, that's great. You're going to have to sit down somewhere with yourself and understand that you mean nothing to this being. There is no coming back. They're looking at your pictures. Probably old ass pictures, probably from a being that you are not anymore. Probably if they have pictures of you, these are pictures from like your unhealed era, okay? Or they're just stalking you online, so they're looking at your pictures or your videos or whatever the case may be. But you're not even the same being that you were when you were around them. In no way, shape, or form. So, and maybe at one time you guys had passion, or there was insane chemistry, or you had fun with each other, okay? Because there was equal interest and some burning desire, okay? But not no more. Because once you heal, all the shit that you entertained in your unhealed era does not look good anymore. It looks repulsive. It looks disgusting. And these beings think you're playing. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand how no means no. No is a complete sentence. You've already cut ties with this being. Like, you've been done. This being is holding on to you. This being is like, and they can't. Yeah, they're gonna try to say, oh yeah, me too. Everything happened to me. I went through stuff too. No. Nobody cares. Demon, nobody fucking cares, because you sent out all that black magic, and you did all those shocking attacks, and you were deceptive, and you lied. This being didn't lie. This being didn't break your heart. This being didn't fucking hurt you. This being didn't choose third parties. This being didn't fucking come up against you. Yeah, things coming to light. Things are definitely coming to light for this person, I feel. Or things need to come to light. First off, you have already been brought to the light about this being. You already see through them. You already see the fucking hot mess of destruction that they are. Okay? Which brought you to a space of having a lot of soul growth. Okay? Really becoming self-focused and working on you, healing you, going within. Alright? Maybe this person was fucking married, or maybe they promised you marriage. Maybe they lied to you about being married. They're like, no, I'm divorced. No, I'm separated. No, I'm this. No, I'm that. No, no, no. They were still married. They were still fucking full on fucking relationship here. You have faith because love is coming in for you. You might be getting a surprise invitation, or you might be struck by love. Okay? And whoever's coming in for you is interested in talking to you, which they're sitting here watching you, but they're not saying anything. So maybe they're going to start, maybe they've been through a really long journey. Maybe they're really depleted and exhausted and tired, and that's why they haven't said anything. But they're either on the verge of wanting a fresh start, or they're ready for a fresh start and they want a chance with you. This is somebody is somebody who is significant to you, and they're debating, contemplating, thinking over something. They're debating, contemplating, thinking over something. Learning from past pain. So maybe they're doing something where they're learning from some sort of past pain, or needing to change their perspective or perception or outlook or something. They're debating talking. Maybe they're debating a fresh start. They're debating taking a chance on saying something, but they're afraid. They want to be cautious. They're afraid. Maybe they don't want to come in the wrong way. Maybe they don't want to come in like whatever the fuck this is, because God knows that's not going to be fucking that's not going to be responded to, right? But this is definitely a soulmate, a soul partner, a life partner, a real soul contract. Somebody you have a soul contract with, a real soul connection. Okay? It's destined. While this being over here is getting karma and consequences for, the ripple effect, right? They stuck their fucking finger in the water and decided to do all this nasty shit, and now it's just rippled out for them, right? But this being over here with you, who's debating on coming in to talk to you, that person is a real fucking life partner here. They're learning from their past. They may be changing their perception. Somebody could be reminiscing about, so this may be somebody you know. They're learning from their past of outdated thinking, preconditioned. They're replaying events over in their head, or they're detaching from these things. So they could be detaching from outdated thinking, preconditioning, and replaying the events over in their head. And that's very significant and vital. Or it's like that's what they need to do. They need to stop. They need to stop with all their fucking self-limiting beliefs, self-sabotage, and preconditioned nonsense, okay? If they want to evolve, grow, move on to the next phase, they need to heal their inner child and release the past. There could be some sort of illusion that's clouding their judgment at this time and keeping them from pure happiness and joy, playfulness, and enjoying each other in the honeymoon phase with you. Somebody could want them falling apart in despair, or they are just falling apart and in despair. Somebody's falling apart and in despair. Falling apart and in despair. Somebody, and I put it on top of this motherfucker. So that weird motherfucker doing all that black magic is falling apart and in despair, because I don't know. It seems like they just have it locked in their fucking head that somehow you and them are supposed to be together, and you're like, no, bro, no, no, I got a whole ass fucking destined, God-given blessing over here. You are a damn nightmare, demonic, reptilian psycho who I was being tested. I was being tested. I was being tested, okay? Like, God was testing me. And I passed because I moved away from you and I healed and I got on with my life, and you're not welcome. Blocked. Not welcome. Yeah, I got a whole ass blessing that's gonna make me happy over here. this being is planning on, they're codependent and they plan on chasing you because, I don't know, they're fearful of abandonment or something. I don't know. Twin flame could want to, or somebody who could be an opposite, a polar opposite of you, like say you're a fucking Leo, this person could be an Aquarius, excuse my language. Say you're Leo, this person could be an Aquarius or whatever the signs are, they're polar opposites. Or this being is going to complement you very well, okay? Someone needs to come to terms with, this being needs to come to terms with the fact that you've separated from them and you don't want them because they have no soul. And they ran away from you for third parties and they caused a whole bunch of shit for you. They caused a whole bunch of turmoil and then they ran away, okay? And that's their issue. That's a them issue, all right? That is not a you issue. 2101 on the clock. That is not a you issue. You've had enough. You had enough a long time ago. And these beings are still trying to pull on your energy, still trying to send black magic to you, still trying to send love spells and passion spells and dust spells and blah, 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 trying to get you to reach out to them, trying to get you to fucking, they're shocked. They're shocked that you've transformed completely. They're shocked that you put up your boundaries, that you're not partying or drinking or engaging in illegal activities or doing anything that you used to fucking do, all right? Because that's what... If you're not evolving and growing, what the fuck are you doing? If you're in the same spot that you were in 3, 4, 5, 10 years ago, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not just talking about physically in the same spot. I'm talking about mentally, emotionally, spiritually. What are you doing if you're not evolving and growing? The whole reason that we're on this planet is to evolve, grow, ascend, learn our lessons so that we don't have to repeat this life again. And I'll tell you right now, I am repeating this motherfucking life. No. No. I'm going to learn my lessons. I sure am. I'm not repeating this motherfucking thing again. Oh my God. Look, I don't think I remember my past lives or anything like that, but damn, if I won't remember that, I will remember this one, because I ain't doing this again. This was crazy. This one was crazy. Alright? Just saying. Which makes me believe that any other past life I've had was probably equally and comparable, like, just as psychotic as this one has been. Because they follow you around from lifetime to lifetime. These karmics follow you the fuck around everywhere. Oh, alright. Alright. There could be a child who stole from you, or somebody very childish who was stealing from you, who's getting karma. They could have stole a ring from you, or a commitment, or a marriage. They're trying to put up a blockage so that this could be that soulmate connection. Your child could have, or a childish being could have put up a blockage on a marriage, tried to steal somebody that you're meant to be with, trying to steal a commitment from you. And I'm burping. Yeah, this childish energy, look at that. Childish energy trying to put up blockages for you. They're a hidden enemy they're not hidden. They're an enemy trying to plot against you, or did plot against you. They're a doppelganger. They're very duplicitous. They're a betrayer, a deceiver. Okay, this is somebody in your family for sure. And where is it? I saw it. Well, it'll come out when it's meant to. This being is, they're plotting or planning to attack you. Okay. This could be your twin flame. I feel like that's probably only... I don't know. Alright, like, is there anybody out here with their kid who's their twin flame, and their twin flame, their kid, just totally fucking shit the bed on their whole mission and purpose and divinity? Like, seriously? Or am I the only one with that issue? Because seriously, like, I spent the first year... after everything in Arizona, I spent the first year thinking that the reptilian was my, and I just saw 2444 on the clock, that the reptilian was my twin flame, because of all the readings that are done only coming from a romantical space about twin flames. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it took me a year to realize that twin flames could be anybody because of just nobody reads on twin flames being a part of your family or your children or a friend or somebody who's not a romantic partner. And I feel like there's not, I to this day I still have not seen another reader besides myself read on twin flames that are not a romantic situation. So, um, yeah. But anyway, your child, somebody, this childish being, somebody in your family, whatever the case may be, put up blockages because they are a duplicitous doppelganger enemy who cannot be trusted. They lied about you, they gossiped in the community about you. And you still showed them love. You still loved them up until you fucking couldn't do it anymore. Like, you just couldn't. You couldn't do it anymore. This being was heartless and manipulative and stupid. Yeah, and all they wanted was money. And they had a very fateful decision to make, and now they brought all this bad luck onto themselves. They're on very shaky ground, or even better, you are going to be moving because you're caring and loving and nurturing. All right, you're moving away from all these beings that lie. All right, again, you could have childish being in or around your home who is trying to put up blockages and gossiping and lying about you. This person is also duplicitous and a doppelganger and trying to be like you or whatever the case may be. These beings are very untrustworthy and not loyal and very heartless. You have a heart. You are going to be moving residence. You're getting a financial windfall. You're getting stability after difficult times because you're very grateful for your life and you show gratitude to the Most High and you care about yourself and you care about others and you're open to giving and receiving love and help you help others in the community. All right, you don't come around to be a burden, you come around to be of assistance. You're of service to humanity here. You got narcissists here who have a decision to make. Be selfish and greedy and create illusions and deceptions and die or get ill or die, or start fucking coming clean about shit and do the right thing. I mean, these beings are all on shaky fucking ground anyway, but I think yeah, that's the truth. You're getting success in all areas. Because and I was, okay, so that's what I was thinking. Your child was trying to anchor themselves to you. They were trying to gain success and stability off of your back. So they sat here trying to put up all these blockages on you, which doesn't even make sense, because if they were trying to gain stability and success off your fucking back, why would they try to block you from so it's like trying to get ahead of you or trying to steal from you before it gets to you, right? So they were the snake in the fucking grass. They were the spy in the camp. They could be in or around your house. They could be, I don't know, hanging out with your neighbors, being fucking weird, or just in the community, right? Being fucking unfaithful to you, disloyal to you, gossiping and lying about you, slandering your fucking name, right? This could be a teenager or just somebody very fucking a manipulative, deceptive being who was trying to gain resources off your fucking back, trying to take your clout. And now they're getting karma and consequences for that. They created a lot of burden for you. They created a lot of fucking problems for you off their fucking lies and being indifferent, evil, and calculating. Very manipulative. Liars. Just a liar. Just a pathological fucking liar. Now they could be looking at getting into a crash or an accident. Because some secret is coming out. Or they're going to say it was an accident now that secrets are coming. It was an accident that I lied about you, defamed your character, tried to ruin your reputation, tried to have you put in prison, tried to join in with a fucking cult to have you fucking this and that. Like, okay. No, that ain't no fucking accident. That's deliberate. That's intentional. You did things intentionally to hurt somebody. You did things intentionally to cause somebody else grief and stress and burden and pain and heartbreak and separation and loss, and you were deceptive and you lied. That's intentional. That's not an accident. There's also a man here who was deceptive. This could be the child's father. Who also wanted to gain some sort of stability off of you. And another woman. So there's a woman, a man, and a child. That could all be... This could be your child's father, and another woman. Who are all trying to gain stability off of you. They're sexually perverse, so they could be molesting this child. They're prone to vindictiveness and lies. They're very selfish and greedy. And another dude who's trusting the wrong motherfuckers. All these motherfuckers. Trying to attack somebody who's highly protected. Trying to create troubles. These beings are all looking at being isolated, sick, diseased. Some woman still holding on to a secret. And they're going to be getting karma and consequences for that. You're getting a way out of the situation. There's no way out of the situation for these beings. They've made their bed. There's a whole ass death of their stability because of how evil they've been, how selfish and greedy they've been. They had decisions to make and they went the wrong way. They teamed up. This is some timely information for some narcissist. Narcissistic feminine. Who is selfish and greedy and is prone to vindictiveness and lies and has mental illnesses they refuse to deal with and wanted to gain stability off of this divine being's back. Off of a spiritual mentor, spiritual leader. This was an enemy who was plotting to attack or wanted to inflict harm out of personal dislike or envy. Because you are a book of knowledge, because you are a master at what you do, because you are skilled. Because they have no skills. So many talents. You have so many talents. These third parties. Third parties. Which the ship card in that red deck is about cutting ties. Cutting ties, moving on, progression, and arriving and receiving what you need. So, yeah, you've cut ties with these third parties. You've moved forward. You are moving away from them while they get their karma and consequences. There's a woman in some sort of official position, crooked cop, crooked judge, crooked lawyer, who is trying to cause you troubles. And now whatever they were planning, the circumstances have changed. And the divine has stepped in, and that has sabotaged all their fucking plans. So, they don't know what to do. Somebody got married to a narcissist who is an enemy. And now they could be looking at moving forward with a death. Or an illness, a disease. And there's no way out of it. And that's some timely information. So there's that. Alright. Alright. Tarot of the Abyss. Which is where these beings are ending up. In the void, in the abyss. And I'm rubbing my nose. Because you've healed from all the ultimate betrayals, pain, flintings, and death. You're very wise. You've gained a lot of wisdom off of this. You're very stable. Whether you're male or female, you're in your emperor energy. Very stable, very secure, rock solid. You know, you take on the fatherly role, so you provide for yourself and for your family, for your home. You're a sole provider. Thinking soul survivor. You're a soul survivor, soul provider, right? Very wise to magic and manipulation and the greed of a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, feminine energy, who's going through a fucking whole ass tower moment for all the chaos, drama, and destruction that she caused, along with someone else, a masculine in her family, a bunch of third parties that are heartbroken because you're getting good news that's coming in very quickly about these gang stalkers and all these beings who tried to cause you drama and chaos. Because you're an earth angel, you're very balanced, you're very tranquil, you're relaxed, you're very strong. You could be a Leo or a Sagittarius. Okay, you've turned your back on anything not for your highest good, and these beings, these third parties, keep trying to hold you back with manipulations and player ass bullshit and pain. Some players still trying to hurt you to this day, but you don't feel anything. You know, it's like if I don't care about what you have to say, your opinion doesn't mean shit. You think, like, it's like that song. It's like that song by West, The Same Me. He's like, what does he say? He's like, if you think I care about what you think or what you say or whatever, you're out your fucking mind or something like that. I don't remember. But it's like, if I don't care about your opinion, then it's fuck what you say, or fuck what you think, or fuck what you heard. Like, it doesn't matter, you know. You actually have to give a shit about somebody to actually have their words or whatever to affect you, like, or have their opinion matter to you, like. But these beings are all karmic as fuck. They're the devil, so, and they're obsessively stalking you, like obsessively stalking you, obsessively watching you, which you can't. It is what it is, bro. All the things that you fucking hate me for, you love me for. You know what I mean? You're getting a passionate new beginning, divine being, because you deserve justice, and you're getting success and victory because you fucking deserve it, and because you're very intuitional, and you tell the truth, and you stand in your integrity, and you're very much tapped in, and you listen to spirit, and you listen to God, and you pay attention to the synchronicities and the signs, and you follow exactly the plan that you and God came up with before you even fucking reincarnated here or incarnated here for the new ones. Okay, so just what it is, and that's the truth. Somebody's awakening to the truth now. Maybe this fucking narcissist is waking to the fact that it's over. You don't have feelings for them. You don't want to talk to them. You don't want to hear from them. No black magic that they do is ever gonna fucking change anything, because you have made you're so far past. You're so evolved and ascended and transcended and beyond. You're beyond any fathomable reach that they could possibly have for you. They can't reach you. You're skyline, and they're fucking they're basement dweller bottom feeders, okay? And I don't mean to sound cruel, but I think it's like you have to really hit them with a Mack truck for them to get it, bro. You know? You invest a lot of time, energy, and effort into them that you feel, I mean, it's never wasted time or energy. Like, it's never wasted, because we learn. We learn things, and that makes us better, faster, smarter, stronger, right? So it's never wasted time. But I feel like, for some of you, you're like, no, it was wasted fucking time. Fuck that motherfucker. You know? And that's the truth. But you've healed. You've healed. You've done a lot of fucking healing. Excuse my language. Damn. Excuse my language. You've done a lot of healing from the ultimate betrayals, pain, floodings, and death here. From the slander, from the defamation of character, you've gotten on your path. Wow. 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 Wow, this is so cool. This is so cool. Okay. You're on your path. You're a high priestess. You found your spirituality. You found who you were. You're remaining balanced. You got the yin and the yang. You're all sorts of freaking awesome, okay? You're very balanced with your masculine and your feminine is what I'm saying, with the yin and the yang, okay? You've healed from all the ultimate betrayals, painful endings, and death. You're very wise. You're a spiritual leader. You're a religious leader. You're a mentor, a guide, okay? You've ascended, okay? And you're getting success and victory. And I'm burping. And you're being known in the public. You're held in high regard in the community. People look up to you. People look to you for advice, for answers, for spiritual knowledge, for religious knowledge, for whatever it is that you have, you're very much appreciated in the community, and because you stand in your power, because you're wielding your your world, you know. You're getting very good news coming in soon about working with somebody who you could have a spiritual union with. They could be in the justice system, or somebody's going to prison. Ooh, somebody who caused you a lot of injustice is going to prison. And that's the truth, because they were trying to trap and sacrifice you. So this being could want to partner up and work with you to make sure that these beings who caused you all this unfairness and injustice go to prison. That's new and exciting. That's new and different. But it's going to make you real happy. 4101 on the clock. It's going to make you real, real happy. Like you deserve to be. Yeah, these beings are stalking you. Some Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, that could be that narcissist, is stalking you. And they're going to prison for being a fool and moving forward with some little gargoyle, succubus, incubus, thinking they were going to get all this fucking money if they were toxic and psycho. Oh, Capricorn, Aquarius, Leo, Aries, Sag, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, all going to fucking prison. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, a woman and her son, and then another Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn that were all deceptive and creating illusions and lying about you are going to prison. And they're heartbroken over getting karma. You can't be heartbroken when you don't have a heart. Exactly. Thank you, Bieber, for what the hell's the word I'm looking for? Confirming, confirmationing. Hi, my love. Oh, sleepy face. You got the baby sleepy face. Yeah. Hello, my baby. Did you have a nice nap? Do you have a nice nap, Birch? I love you. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna be happy as shit. Oh, no, Twin Flame. Twin Flame was blocking your finances, or trying to block your finances, trying to block a single independent woman from being in love, having a happy home and a commitment. You could be heavy Leo energy, trying to block a Leo, or you could have two Leos. You could have two Leos that joined in to try to block some sort of love. But you're too strong and you're already healed and you're happy and you tell the truth. Yeah, and these beings made very, very bad decisions that are landing them in prison. Trying to escape their fucking karma and doing black magic, doing love spells and money spells. Your kid is having sex with a Gemini, or Gemini is having sex with your kid, or they're lovers. Your kid and a soulmate could be having sex. A kid and oh my god. 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 I was like, maybe it's not. No, it's the fucking truth. Man, and there could be STDs. So a Gemini could be having sex with your kid and they have STDs. Or a Gemini's having sex with your kid and they have STDs. And they're being put to rest. Somebody has that whatever. And we picked up on your kid. Your kid was putting up blockages for you, being a doppelganger, being a snake in the grass, being a fucking liar, betrayer, thief, deceiver. They're having sex with a Gemini, possibly for money, or they're just having sex with a lot of fucking lovers, but it's coming out sideways. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, okay? And they have some sort of STDs. They're being put, yeah, they're juggling. They're juggling lovers, and they have STDs. And they're gonna die. Third parties are liars, betrayers, thieves, deceivers, cheaters. Your child and all these beings are just a bunch of, yeah, your child, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, is living in fear now. Because they know that they're blocked from you and you're rejecting them. So they wanted to team up with third parties. They wanted to lie, betray, stab you in the back, be strategical, be a spy in the camp. They wanted to send third parties in to be a spy in the camp. That your kid, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, is being rejected. You block them, and now they're fearful. Yeah, they don't know what to do because you've ended karmic cycles. You don't want anything to do with them. You don't want to do it. You're no. No means no. No is a complete fucking sentence. They tried to trap and sacrifice you, bro. They created illusions about you. They tried to hold you back. So you walked away. They wanted you to walk away from wish fulfillment with a King of Cups. So they kept trying to go in karmic cycles of keeping you broke in poverty, making you homeless, or whatever the case may be. But you turned your fucking back on them. Fuck them. They don't get your energy. They don't get love. They turned their back on you for third parties, for a player. Ooh, excuse me, for a player third party. So even if they come in saying, "Oh, I was manipulated into doing this, I was manipulated into doing that," da 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 da, it doesn't matter. You still were manipulative as fuck. You still lied. You knew exactly what the fuck you were doing. You were very intentional about what you were doing, and you collaborated with third parties against me. I'm good. You collaborated with a Leo, Aries, Sag, a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, narcissistic feminine. You caused a lot of fucking stress and burden. That's why this shit is done. This Earth Angel has moved very, very quickly through healing and becoming balanced. And, yeah. Yeah. You got Twin Flame, Shitty Mother, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Leo, Aries, Sag, bunch of prostitute, hooker, dark witch, sex worker, sex exploiter, sex trafficker, every being trying to use excessive force and control. All these third parties are now in drama and chaos because their lies are coming out. Tower has fallen. They're going to be reaping what they sow. They're in shame and regret. A Virgo could be in a lot of shame and regret, not knowing what to do because he paid a lot of these motherfuckers to try to cause the death of this high priestess, who is a natural born leader and a divine feminine. Thank you, Spirit. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Taurus, and Leo, Aries, Sag are all spying, lying, gossiping, and rumoring still. And you're moving forward to a new start in love with a King of Pentacles, which I think we picked up on him yesterday, didn't we? I believe we did. And I believe that's exactly who the hell is the soul mate, soul connection that you have coming in, because you could be this Queen of Pentacles who is very stable. You're standing in your power against all these third parties who are trying to cause you drama and chaos and gang stalking you, trying to cause you all these tower moments, disruption, destruction, chaos, drama, blah, blah, blah. They're going to be reaping what they sow. This Virgo, again, in a lot of shame and regret because you've healed from any past whatever. All right, so this Virgo is in a lot of shame and regret and sadness, fear, isolation, loneliness, whatever the case may be. This person is looking for a way out, or like they don't know what to do because they paid a lot of motherfuckers for your death. And now somebody who's been watching you wants a new start in love with you, and it's a high-level soulmate. It's a counterpart. It is somebody who is actually, I don't know if they're on your vibe or frequency yet, but they're contemplating, right? They're thinking it over. They're thinking over reaching out to you. Maybe there's something that they still need to end in their life. I don't remember the beginning of this reading fully with the I don't remember if they had something to clear out or not. They did. They had to release their past and heal their inner child. That's right. If they want a happy home and if they want a Ten of Cups, Four of Wands, if they want success, if they want to reach milestones, they want a happy commitment, they want a happy home, a happy life, happy soulmate life, right? Then they got to release the past and heal that inner child. Get balanced if you want to move forward to happiness. Yes, sir. You can't get balanced around imbalanced beings, and something just vibrated, so I'm going to take that as a yes. Confirmation. And somebody's got some decisions to make here. Yeah, decisions. Which way are you going to go? Happiness, wish fulfillment, or stress and burden? Balance and peace and happiness and justice and truth? Or moving forward to death? And that's fucking cut and dry right there. That's cut and dry right there. You got everybody got choices. So, let's just hope you make the right ones for yourselves, you know? So that's what I have for you guys. I hope that helped, and I'll see you on the next one. I'm out.